Now, spreadsheets are also powerful calculators where you can perform a mathematical operation on two or more numeric values. Now, some basic mathematical operations include, for example, add, subtract, multiply, and divide. And if you look at the little table on the right under arithmetic, you can see the various types of operator in the description. Some of them are pretty obvious, like addition and subtraction, for example. But if you go to the very bottom, you can see you have to just know, for example, that exponent is using the caret. And you have to use the right type of operator to get the result you want in the spreadsheet. So, for example, if you set a value equals 1 plus 3, then the result is going to be 4. Or you have another cell and you set the value equal to A1 plus 3, then the result is going to be 3 plus whatever the value of A1 is. In this case, A1 is 1, and so the resulting value is 4. Now, the order of operations is very similar to what we do and teach in, for example, grade school mathematics. We utilize the mnemonic, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, to represent parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, addition, and subtraction. But the difference in spreadsheets is that the order of operations starts with parentheses, exponents, and then it's multiplication and division from left to right. So they're equal, and then you just move from left to right through the equation. And then again, addition and subtraction from left to right. So for example, 4 minus 2 plus 1 equals what? Well, if you look at that, we have to do left to right because it's addition and subtraction. So we're going to go 4 minus 2 is 2 plus 1 equals 3. In the next example, which is more complex, we have parentheses, we have exponents, we have addition, for example, and multiplication. And so we have to utilize the order of operations as they apply in a spreadsheet. So parentheses first. So 26 minus 1 equals 25. Next is exponents. And so if we take the first exponent, that's 2 to the power of 2, which is 2 times 2 is 4. And then the second exponent, which is 5 to the power of 2, which is 5 times 5 is 25. Now we're doing multiplication and division. So we're going to go from left to right. Multiplication is 3, in this case, times 4, which equals 12. And then it's going to be 25 divided by 25, which is going to equal 1. And so the last order of operation is addition and subtraction. In this case, we're going to do addition is all we have left to do. And so we have 12 plus 1, which is going to equal 13. So let's review some of these concepts as applied directly in a spreadsheet. So again, we have our spreadsheet. The example on the left includes the values, and the example on the right includes the functions that are present in the cells. And so we have the values in column A, A1, A2, and 3 set to 1, 3, and 9. And then you can see we're utilizing mathematical functions to calculate the values in column B. So for B1, that's actually not a mathematical operation. That's just a cell reference. So we're saying equals A1. In this case, it turns out to be 1. In B2, we're saying it equals A1 plus 2. So it's 2 plus whatever A1 is. In this case, A1 is 1. So the resulting value is 3. And then in B3 equals cell reference A1 plus cell reference A2 plus 5. So 5 plus 3 plus 1 equals 9. We can also just utilize numbers. So we don't have to utilize cell references. And so in column C, you can see in C1, we're just dividing 2 by 2, which equals 1. In C2, we're doing 4 minus 2 plus 1. So that's 4 minus 2 is 2 plus 1 equals 3 is our resulting value. And then in column C3, we're using an exponent or the caret operator. So 3 to the exponent of 2 is 3 times 3, and that equals 9. So again, we're utilizing these mathematical operations to sum values, for example. In A5, we're just using the sum function to sum all the values from A1 to A3, which equals 13. In column B, in cell B5, we're actually just adding the values. So B1 plus B2 plus B3, in this case, is going to be 1 plus 3 plus 9, which equals 13. And then in column C, cell C5, you can see we've got that more complex order of operations function from the previous example. So when we enter that into the spreadsheet, if we follow the order of operations, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, then we see the result ends up being 13.